Hello? Welcome to mini story B for Secret Love. In this story, I will ask questions that are not in the letter. Not in the letter. So, you need to guess. You need to guess the answers. When I ask a question, say an answer. Yell an answer. Guess the answer. Here we go. There was a woman. Who was the woman? What was her name? Was her name Alice? Or was her name Christine? Well, her name was Alice. Alice. What did Alice want? Alice wanted her colleague. What was her colleague's name? Was it Fred? Yes, it was Fred. Who did Alice want? Alice wanted Fred. Did Alice hesitate to tell Fred? Yes, she hesitated to tell Fred about her love. Oh no. When did Alice want Fred? Well, immediately, of course. She wanted him now, immediately. But she hesitated to reveal her feelings. Did she want Fred immediately? Now? Yes, that's right. She wanted him immediately. Who did she want immediately? She wanted Fred immediately. Did she tell him immediately? No, she hesitated to tell Fred. Where did she want him? Where did she want him? Well, she wanted him at the hospital. At the hospital. They worked at a hospital. Did she want him at her house? No. Did she want him in New York? No. Where did she want him? She wanted him in the hospital or at the hospital. Was he a doctor? Yes, that's right. He was a doctor. So she wanted him at the hospital. How did she want him? How did she want him? Well, she wanted him romantically, right? With romance. She wanted Fred romantically. Did she want Fred to be friends? She didn't want to be friends with Fred. No, she wanted Fred romantically. Did she tell Fred her feelings? No, she didn't. She didn't reveal her feelings. How much did she want Fred romantically? Oh, so much. She wanted Fred romantically. More than anything. More than anything. Where did she want Fred more than anything? She wanted Fred at the hospital more than anything. How did she want him? She wanted him romantically. Did she want him a little bit? No, she wanted him more than anything. A lot, a lot, a lot. Who did she want more than anything? Well, of course, Dr. Fred. She wanted Dr. Fred more than anything. Where did she want Dr. Fred more than anything? Well, at the hospital, right? Did she reveal her feelings to Dr. Fred? No, unfortunately, no. She didn't reveal her feelings to Dr. Fred. How many times did she want Dr. Fred at the hospital? How many times? Oh, 1,000,000 times. 1,000,000 times she wanted Dr. Fred at the hospital. Every day, every hour, every minute, she thought about him. She wanted him 1,000,000 times every day. She always thought about him. Why did she want Dr. Fred? Why did Alice want Dr. Fred? Oh, well, of course, because he's rich, right? He was rich. He had a high economic class. He was rich. Did she want him because he was wonderful? No, no, no. Did she want him because he was handsome, good looking? No, of course not. Did she want him because he was kind and sweet and nice? Of course not. Why did she want Dr. Fred romantically? Well, she wanted Dr. Fred romantically because he was rich. Where did she want him? She wanted him at the hospital. When did she want him? She wanted him immediately. Who did she want immediately? Because he was rich. Well, she wanted Dr. Fred immediately because he was rich. Did she have the same religion as Dr. Fred? No, she didn't. Alice didn't have the same religion. Did they have similar values? Yes, they did. What were their similar values? What were their similar values? Well, of course, they both valued money. They both liked money. Did Alice like money? Yes, of course. Did Fred like money? Yes, of course. Did they both like money? Yes, yes, yes. Did they both have similar values? Yes, they both had similar values, right? They both liked money. So, it's a perfect relationship, right? Did she want a deeper relationship with him? Yes, yes. What kind of deeper relationship did she want? Well, she wanted to marry him. She wanted to marry him immediately. Where did she want to marry him immediately? At the hospital. She wanted to marry Dr. Fred at the hospital immediately. Who did she want to marry at the hospital? She wanted to marry Dr. Fred at the hospital. Did she long for Dr. Fred? Yes, she did. How many times every day did she long for Dr. Fred? Well, 1,000,000, right? 1,000,000 times she longed for Dr. Fred every day, 1,000,000 times. Did Alice reveal her feelings to Dr. Fred? No, she didn't. Did she reveal her longing for Dr. Fred? No, she didn't. Did she tell him where she wanted to marry him? No, she didn't. Who loved Dr. Fred? Well, Alice. Alice loved Dr. Fred. How did Dr. Fred feel about Alice? How did Dr. Fred feel about Alice? Did he love Alice? No. Did he like Alice? No. He hated Alice. He hated Alice. Did Alice love Fred? Yes, of course. Alice loved Fred. Did Dr. Fred love Alice? No, he hated Alice. When did he hate Alice? He hated Alice always, all the time. He always hated Alice. How much did he hate Alice? Oh, super a lot. He hated her a lot. He hated her all the time. Who did Dr. Fred hate? Well, he hated Alice. Why did he hate Alice? Well, of course, Alice wanted his money, right? Alice wanted Dr. Fred's money. So, he hated Alice. Did he hate her a little bit? No, he hated her a lot. Did he always hate her? Yes, he always hated her. And why? Why did he always hate her a lot? Well, Fred always hated her a lot because Alice wanted his money. Okay, the end. Please listen to this many times every day. Answer every question.